It is time to expand minds through movies, TV, sports, and flicks. It is time to boldly go where no podcast has gone before. It is time for the Captain Talks Flicks.
The Captain Talk Flicks.
Welcome to the Captain Talks Flicks podcast. I'm your host, the Captain Quartez, aka Mr. Love, and this is where we talk flicks. I'm welcome to the podcast where me, the Captain, talks about movies, TV, sports, flicks, anything you can see at a two-board screen. I like to get out here, give my unique perspective, because after 47 years of being on planet Earth, I've developed a unique perspective about these movies, TV, sports, and flicks, and I like to hear and tell about it. Because just maybe you care. And according to the stats, it looks like you do care. I want to give a big shout out to Oman. Got some plays over in Oman this past week. Gracias, gratitude, toda rabah in Oman. I heard you guys have some absolutely magnificent shawarmas. I heard they're very good. So one of these days, I'm going to have to fly over to Oman and have some of those delicious shawarmas. Yeah, very cool. So thanks for listening. And just FYI, back in the day when school radio DJ, I never got a job. I think I never got a job because I just didn't have a diverse set of optics. If I would have had a diverse set of optics, then maybe that just would enable me to see myself becoming a radio DJ. But it did not. It allowed me to become the greatest podcast in the Matrix. Some to debate might be true, might not be true. But I said it on the internet. So it's gotta be true, right? Because everything on the internet is facts, not facts, true, false, propaganda, fake news, the Matrix. Planes, trains, automobiles. I don't know. I didn't make the internet. Ask the people that made the internet. So when you're lying, just beware, just watch out. Anyways, remember how they were wrong. Let's get ready to podcast. But first, a word from our sponsor. Ladies and gentlemen, Christmas time is almost here. We are a few days away. And that jolly man is going to be flying around the sky with some reindeers, delivering presents. You know what I mean? Drinking milk, eating cookies, eggnog. The stockings are hung on the chimney with care. Frosty the Snowman had a very shiny nose. That's the wrong song. You know what I'm talking about. You know, Christmas time, Christmas trees. Ho, ho, ho. Yeah, it's here. So anyways, do you need some gifts for your loved ones? Well, if you do, I suggest you give the gift of music. And also, if you give the gift of music, you can wait till the very last minute, download it, and share. So, luck has it, the Captain and his super friends have a bunch of music to give. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want some digital music to give to your loved ones, which is absolutely new and they probably never heard it, and it's crazy, unique, and it's entertaining, and it's just some crazy, spacey, entertaining, wild type of music, I'll put a link below to the bandcamp pages of yours truly, Che Quartez, also SonZu Cosmic, and also Picard, Tiberius. 3 artists in the EIF roster that got tons and tons of music that you can hear for yourself or give to other people. So I'll put a link below to the 3 bandcamp pages. Check it out. Get some music, stream some music, share some music, download some music, give it a gift, whatever. Check it out. Some of it's free, some of it costs money. Just go with the pages, check it out, and give the gift of music. And make someone's Christmas time jolly. Or maybe they'll be like, bro, you should have just gave me a lump of coal. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I'll put the link below. Check it out. Now, let's get on the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am back again. And it's been a beautiful day today. I woke up this morning with just a great appreciation for living life. Usually on Sundays, it's like that. Now, the rest of the weekend is that way as well. But somehow Sundays, I just look and reflect like, bro, you're blessed. A lot of times, too, it's because I get grocery on Sundays. And just the fact that I have the means, the ability, the space, the place to buy groceries, somewhere to put the groceries, the means to get groceries, And just the convenience of able to get food so easily. When I know even in 2023, as easy as it is, there's still some people on planet Earth that have a hard time accessing food easily. And the fact that I've been blessed to be able to do that makes me just appreciate life. So ladies and gentlemen, if you ate 3 times a day, or if you've ate multiple times, or you have access to food easily, that is a blessing. Because there's some of our human brothers and sisters on planet Earth that just don't have it like that. Now I'm in America, we're rich in America, we're very rich in America, and I appreciate that I have the convenience to just get food so easily when other places in the globe just don't have it like that. So yes, I woke up glad to be alive and appreciate the blessings that we have in the United States of America. So yeah, I was very appreciative of that, but now it is time to podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, which may be for the last time for a while, I got to visit the Wild, Wild West. I saw the show Lawmen, Bass Reeves, Part 8. Yes, magnificent close to the series, miniseries. I love the way they ended. It was very good, very entertaining, was very satisfying. Now, before I get into that, a couple things. First of all, there will be spoilers. And second of all, I do own some shares in the parent company of Paramount Plus. I just want to be clear and transparent to let you know. Now that I've told you that, let's get into Lawmen, Bass Reeves, Part 8. Ladies and gentlemen, Bass Reeves, lately, last couple episodes, was just dealing with a lot going on in his head. He was fixated on the one dude, the one that Barry Pepper plays, the Texas Ranger guy. He was fixated on his words. He was fixated on him as a person. He just couldn't shake it because he was just so stressed and a little angered from what happened in the past. Understandably so, because the kid he loved got shot and killed by that Ranger dude. And so he's mad and he was thinking about it. And this episode, he's going to get some closure on that. So he travels down to the Ranger's compound to confront and basically get some retribution for the wrong that happened earlier in his life. So yeah, we get to see Bass Reeves finally get closure on that. And then he gets back to good old regular Bass Reeves, right? Because, the last couple episodes, his wife was like, I don't even recognize you, Bass Reeves. Because he had that eating away at him. He was so stressed about that. And then, after getting the closure this episode, I think his wife said something like, now that's the Reeves I remember, or that's the Bass I remember, or something like that. She's just acknowledging that, the heavy weight or the heavy stress that was on his mind was released, was lifted, and he was back to his good old Bass Reeves self, right? But to get there, he had to go through some things. He had to do that to get there. And ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do is what I always do. I want to take a key element of the story and try to link it to how we can live our life better or improve our life or just expand upon the idea how it may relate to the real world. And so in the episode, Bass Reeves had to take something from his past that he experienced and kind of confront it or deal with it or figure it out or analyze it or adjust it or just kind of like resolve it. Whatever terminology you want to use, he had to go and do that. In his world, he had to physically go confront this Ranger to, move past that. Now, how we can relate that to our lives is basically, as we grow older, as we get older, as we move through the timeline, things will happen to us. Some things that happen don't get resolved or eat at our mind or we have us thinking about or have us stressed or whatever. We all have that, whatever they may be, whatever they look like. I'm pretty sure you have something from back in the day that irks you or bothers you or just that got closure on or whatever. We all have that. And then so like with Bass Reeves had to go confront the Ranger to get that closure. Sometimes we have to do that. But it ain't always physically with fisticuffs and violence. They're in the 1800s, which is a different time. In modern day society, not a lot of that happening. In modern day society, a lot of it's just mental, right? Sometimes you just gotta confront it mentally. Sometimes you gotta look into your mind and just look and study and confront and analyze and figure out and just look at it and wonder and ponder and examine and study and figure out. What is this thing from back in the day that's got me weighed down? Why am I stressed? These people, these ideas, these things from back in the day got me feeling a certain way, not my normal regular self, right? I've kind of just got fixated and stressed about whatever that may be. And sometimes you just gotta look and examine and push through and move past, and just embrace or sit with these things, these ideas, these thoughts, these actions that happen. And me, the captain, has done this numerous times over the last 10, 15 years. Many times I sat around looking, analyzing, studying from an older man's perspective, situations that happened when I was younger. The things, the ideas, the conversations, the actions, studying, looking at it from a different optic or a different lens to kind of 360 figure out what were the happenings, what was my mind like, what was I doing, how did I react, why did I react that way, why did they react that way. It's almost like looking at game tape. I kind of think of it like this, as a game that's played, like a football game or a UFC fight or a basketball game. And a lot of those athletes will study game tape. Well, I look at my life the same way. Like, I'll study game tape. When I say studying game tape, it's like I'm just examining past ways of being at past interactions and study it like I'm studying game tape. Like, figure out where did I go wrong, or what can I improve upon, or how can I do better, or what happened here, or what's going on here, or how did it affect me mentally or physically. Just studying it 360, dissect and dive in. And a lot of times by doing that, I've been able to move past certain things, or take certain things and get the lessons from them, or take certain things and figure out ways to take that and benefit from them, right? Believe it or not, there's been some things in the past that probably were not the best for me, or at the time felt very stressful or overwhelming, and I was able to take that and make art from it. I'll be honest, a lot of the old school vibes back in the day where I was perceivedly wrong or grieved, I just make art from it. Like, I just use it to fuel art. I've made a lot of art pondering old school thoughts, situations, and taking it and constructed it into art. A lot of it. And I've been doing that for the last 15 years. Or other ways I would take it and I would fuel that with exercise. I would train harder. Because of certain things happened in the past, I would go harder in the training space. Like, certain things I would think about or be on my mind, say, nah, bro, I'm gonna fuel the exercise to go hard. So I'm hitting the punching bag hard as heck. I'm lifting those weights hard. I'm just going hard at whatever exercise endeavor I was doing, right? So that was my method for kind of getting past that or getting closure with a lot of those things. In the past Reeves world, he had to actually go confront the physical being and do violence, do damage, right? And in modern society, it's just probably 99.9% of human beings do not have to do that. A lot of it's, like I said, is mental. But like I said, the 1800s is a little bit different. But this kind of concept, this thing of things back in the day that still affect you as a grown person or an older person, it never ends. Because I'm sure things that happen now or things I experience now, I will ponder later in the future as an older man and look back and study and analyze and say, oh, where did I go wrong? Study the game tape, as I said. And I feel that no matter how far along we go in the timeline, we're never fully healed. And also in the show with Bass Reeves, he was kind of healing from that. He took the actions he took to confront the Ranger to kind of heal from that trauma. It's called what it is. It's a trauma. He saw the kid he loved killed. I mean, that's trauma, bro. In order to heal from that, he had to go, resolve it or confront the Ranger, right? And I think these kind of situations of healing from trauma is an ongoing, never-ending process, right? I'm healing now from back in the day, and even going forward, there'll still be healing. Healing is never done. I just feel in life in general, nothing's ever really done. You can always grow, do more, heal more, learn more, train more. There's always more to do. At least that's my perspective. But anyways, Bass Reeves, Part 8, and the rest of the parts have been phenomenal storytelling. Great action, great stories, love the characters, love the show, love the world they built. And just from watching it sparked so many different thoughts about so many different things. Like I said last episode, there were so many things I want to talk about. And this episode is a few as well. But what I like about shows and movies are ones that can get my mind to think about things. And this show and the other ones this guy's made have been phenomenal at sparking my mind. Just like Star Trek does. I talk about Star Trek all the time. Star Trek does that. But every Star Trek has done that. And then this guy's shows, these guys making for his name, same thing, just sparking the thought, sparking the mind. And I love that. Because then, after the show's over, I'm sitting around pondering things, ideas that I've shot on the show. Like, oh, that's interesting. Learning, expanding the mind through movies, TV, sports, and flicks I say all the time. It's wonderful. So if you have not seen Bass Reeves, it's now concluded. You can go watch all 8 parts at Paramount Plus, bro. And if you ain't got Paramount Plus, you might want to check it out because there's a lot of good programming other than Bass Reeves. Star Trek is there, bro. I'm just saying. Star Trek is there. It's the home of Star Trek. But anyways, yes, Bass Reeves is fantastic. You should check it out. It's a really good show if you want something new to watch. If you haven't been to Wild West for a while, it's a good way to go to the Wild West. Cool. Acting's good. Stories are good. Action. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm very satisfied I took the ride of Lawmen Bass Reeves. So yeah, that's it. That concludes Bass Reeves. And end of a great ride. And then the next Wednesday, we'll find something new to talk about. The Bass Reeves is over. Now on to the next. So anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening. And until next time, we'll see you. You are never really playing an opponent. You're playing yourself, your own highest standards. And when you reach your limits, that is real joy. Arthur Ashe. Until next time, it's Captain Peace.
The Captain Talks Flicks.